popped up on mine yet.
I just want to hear the per. I think that is enough. Are we live or are we not live? Like I'm. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
it finally popped up, man. It was
Ah,
taking so long.
it is live.
It took me a while to join. They told me it took me a while just to join your thing. So there's something going down.
Let me see. Are we live? I gotta ask the chat because on my cell phone, like it just says waiting. Oh my gosh! Don't tell me it's like an unlisted thing. Let me see. Oh, I think it's working. At least on my end. You are
Yeah,
live.
Definable Titan. You are live, but it took a while. It took me a while too.
What the heck is going? There it is. I don't know
It's
what's
Ecamm.
going on.
Ecamm is this is the year it's gone.
Yeah,
It's gone.
I think we're done with this one. We're gonna go to what is it? StreamYards? Is that the
Yeah.
StreamYard? Well, we are live. For people that missed it, we are live. Welcome to Speculation Sunday.
On a
We
Monday.
got Just As Danny in the house. How you doing, Danny? How's your day? Your weekend?
Good. Yeah, we had a good food and wine yesterday.
Yep. And there's one key factor about food and wine that I think makes it the best food and wine we've ever had. And I'll go over that later. I promise not to forget about that one thing. Danny, any podcasts, content, what's coming out from your end? Let's let everybody know in the beginning.
Yeah, we have I have a new podcast coming out. It'll be out on Wednesday. Sorry, I was like, or not Wednesday, Thursday, because Tuesday night I'm going to Disney Channel night. And then I can't film or record the podcast that night like I normally do because I'm already going to be coming home late enough and I have to go to work the next day. So I'll be recording it Wednesday night, the day after, and then it should be up Thursday morning. So for those of you that are doing Disney Channel night the day after, the next one, you'll be able to get it that morning and hear my thoughts about what Disney Channel night was like and what it was all about. So that's coming up. And then also I did a video with Mondo over the weekend too at Food and Wine.
Yup, let's do it. All right. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, today we're going to be talking about Disneyland, Knott, Universal Studios Hollywood. I got a little baby coming over here. Come say hi. You're coming over here. You're saying hi to everybody. Come on, walk to me. Uh-oh. I don't know where this guy's going. He just wants to open and close doors. Oh, look at this guy. Let's hit the horde. Little purge. And then his favorite, he likes clapping. He's like, did I do that? All right, young man. Say bye, everybody. I'll see you guys at Disneyland soon. Yeah, I think this is the week we take him to Disneyland finally. He's had a little break. All right. We're going to be talking about Disneyland, Universal Studios Hollywood, Knott's Berry Farm. There's a little bit of everything. The big main event of today's Speculation Sunday on a Monday is food and wine. And we have a lot to say because, damn, Danny, we tried practically either half or more of the menu of whatever the heck was offered. I don't know how many it was, but on my title video, I put 15 offerings. Like, I feel like we tried more than that, but I was like, I know for a fact we tried 15. Let's see. Just got back from my trip to downtown Disney Universal. Had a fantastic time. Can't get enough of both. Yeah, there's a lot to say. A lot to say about all these. We got Hula Mama. Where's his glasses? Where's his glasses? He goes, throws them. That's where they go. He likes wearing the glasses outside. For some reason, in the indoors, he just hates glasses. I want to start off with the hot topic of conversation today, and I feel there's a lot to be said here. There's a lot to be said here, Danny. Let me open this up. Gosh, it's just loading so slow. Um, oh my Lanta, open. All right. Well, I don't know if it's loading or not. Yeah, there we go. All right. The big topic of conversation is Magic Keys coming back. What? What? Magic Keys coming back, Danny. Magic Key passes are going back on sale 3/5. When is 3/5? It's tomorrow. The online queue opens no earlier than 8:45 a.m.
And all four.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say it, and it's all for night.
Wait, say it again. The audio cut in and out.
I think there's like a delay because like it's like so delayed.
Yeah, let me get out the Wi-Fi on my end. Okay. No, what'd you say again, Danny?
I said, and it's all four types passes, like all keys.
All the Magic Keys. You want to give Disneyland $1,600? You better be ready. You better be ready. All right, I want to give my initial thoughts, Danny. I want to give my initial thoughts. It's already packed AF at Disneyland. They just got done selling Magic Keys, I feel like a month or two ago, right? Am I tripping? Did they not just sell Magic Keys? This is just my total guess, all right? I could be totally wrong. I feel like this was an emergency Magic Key sale. Oh, damn. People aren't traveling to Disneyland as much. People are not buying our $800 hotel rooms. People are not that excited for Tiana. I don't know what it is. And I feel like Disneyland saw the numbers and the projections that they have because they can see reservations. They know how many people are coming in the upcoming months. And what great way to increase revenue instantly, sell more Magic Keys. It's people are going to buy them. This whole fear of missing out is at its highest it's ever been, honestly. And this is an emergency profit type of issue. That's what I think. I don't think it's, hey, the parks are not crowded enough. I think we should sell some Magic Keys. We could bump it up a little bit. I don't think it's none of that. What are your thoughts on the Magic Keys, Danny? And then comment on what I said. I would love to hear your opinion.
Yeah, I do. I think there's a level of people that I think Disney realizes, okay, how many passes, they have an invisible number that we don't know that they want to keep the passes at, right? Because it keeps their revenue at a certain level and still allows the attendance to allow more tickets. I think Disney reached that number the last time they sold Magic Keys, and so they cut it off. But what I think this time happened was maybe they weren't seeing the level of attendance they wanted to. Because if you think about it, ever since the reopening of the parks after their closure, it's been a pretty consistent like amount of people at the parks all the time. There's never really like a slow time to go anymore. It's always just busy no matter what day you're going. And it's because of like, creating demand on different days with different price tickets, using reservations to push people to different days. So I think maybe what happened is they had that number reached with the passes. They, were okay with being that way, but then maybe they, like you said, they didn't have people buying tickets as much as they had wanted. And their attendance numbers weren't the same as it's been. So they're like, how do we get the attendance numbers back up again? Let's pulse in some more annual passes. So they're selling more annual passes, I think, to kind of reach the level of amount of people in the park every day where they want it to be. because I feel like now they operate in like a consistent, always crowded mode. And
Yeah.
like
Monday is Saturday. It's all the same.
yeah, because like I used to be like you'd come in January and February and there'd be like no one at the parks, and it would just be like this weird lull, and like you'd wait till spring break and like there'd be like no one there, but like half the rides would be closed too because it's like the off season.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of like that payoff. You could go in the winter time and not have the crowds, and it's just not that way anymore. So and now we're doing renovations and refurbs on attractions in the middle of summer. So all that's out the door now. There's really no like off season anymore.
I don't know who said it, Danny, but I could have sworn it was one of these head honchos at Disney that reservations are to help the magic. Like it's to preserve the magic. It was something along the lines of that. Where are we at these days? Is it just Disney has to bump up attendance? Period. That's the only answer. That's what I think. They want these parks packed all the time, every day. Doesn't matter. Your lightning lane at 10 in the morning is for 7 because that's the only one available that you want. What are your thoughts, dude? Like they're just wanting it more busy. Because I feel like for a lot of people that have visited the parks in like the last 2-3 weeks, they'll tell you it's busy already. And we're in February and March. We're just February and March. They want it more packed. What is your thoughts on a more packed Disney? Is it going to work? Is it going to get to the point where a lot of people start complaining? And I guess the complaints kind of come from it's packed and I can't get a reservation. Because I feel like reservations are already kind of hard, dude. What are your thoughts on all of that? I know it's a lot, but what are your thoughts, Danny?
Yeah, I feel like reservations are hard to get in advance, for sure. And I think that they are trying to just operate like a crowded level all the time. I think it just gets them the amount of revenue they want with the amount of people in the park, and it also lets them justify like hiring and staffing a number of people throughout the day. But I also think too, with things on the horizon like Fantasmic, the Pixar fireworks show, I think they have an idea that there's going to be a big demand for a lot of these nighttime entertainment offerings, and those can absorb a lot of people, and then free up space that normally people would be riding rides and stuff like that. So they're probably banking on things like that in the summer with the Fantasmic coming back, bringing with it some extra capacity.
Mm-hmm. This is what Inspire looks like right now, Danny. I can't even get Thursday. I can't get Friday. I can't get Saturday. I can't get Sunday. So what I could get right now, I could go on a Tuesday and a Wednesday for the next week. And that's the Inspire key. What does the other keys look like? I'm just curious. Like we'll go Enchant. I feel like Enchant's a very popular one. So Enchant has well, I guess you just can't go Saturdays, but man, if you're an Enchant key holder, you better start getting your reservations if you're trying to go in March.
Better book those reservations.
For me, I could tell you from every time. Let me take a step back. We met a lot of people on Sunday at Food and Wine Festival. So thank you to all the people that said hi to us. You guys are so kind, and I'm so humbled by everyone's support. Thank you for all the kind words and gestures. We met a lot of people from the Five Fire community, and a lot of times when I meet people, I tend to ask, "How's your day going?" I'm just curious. I just would love to know how your day's going, and like 3 out of 5 people said their day's going really rough, and I was like, "Why?" They're like, "'Cause the crowds. Disneyland's horrible, so we came over to DCA." And in my mind, Danny, I was like, well, DCA is probably just as bad as Disney. There's less rides over here. Do you remember the first 3 people when we walked in, Danny? Like they're just like getting rocked by long lines. Well, selling more Magic Keys is definitely going to add to more busier. Disneyland's obviously a business. They're here to make money. But we're going to see how this plays out. Everybody that's about to buy a magic key, you best believe the first thing they're doing is booking 3 to 4 reservations, maybe even 6 reservations if they buy Inspire, because they want to use their magic key. These things are expensive, and for a lot of people, I feel like they've like been on the hunch. Like, do I want a magic key? Or some people waited in that stupid queue for 8 hour plus and didn't get it, so now there's their opportunity again. So a lot of people are anxious to get back to Disneyland, and these magic keys, from a positive perspective, they're coming at a great time. This is a great time to buy a magic key because you're gonna have magic happens very soon. You're gonna have Wondrous Journey coming, Fantasmic coming, Pixar Fest is about it. Celebrations gonna start. You have Food and Wine currently. Great time to buy a magic key, in my opinion. But just beware that like it's gonna be crowded out here. It's gonna be crowded. Let me see. Or any topic that you want to talk about, just of any of the theme parks as of right now, Danny? Like one that you want to get to?
The annual passes was the first one I wanted to talk about, and then I wanted to discuss at some point Knott's Berry Farm and get into the details of the Boysenberry Festival since that's the big one this week.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me bring that up right now. Knott's Berry Farm. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll be there on opening day, but we will be there this weekend or just in general. Let me see. Knott's Boysenberry Festival. I'm excited, Danny.
Me too.
Originally, I was not like so ecstatic because they didn't have the full array of foods like that I could read online. But now that I've like experienced it, tasted some of it, it's gonna be a good time at Knott's Berry. It's gonna be a good time at Knott's Berry Farm. We got a super chat from regular Josh One. What up? Don't forget, we also had the $50 kid ticket offer for the past 2 months, and that ends on Sunday. Probably why it's been so packed. That's for sure. That's a great point. $50 ticket. If I'm not mistaken, I think my buddy Tim just took advantage of that $50 ticket. So yes, take your kids. $50. That's like unbeatable price for a Disneyland trip. Unbeatable. But thank you, Josh Fires. Try that pistachio cheesecake, my friend. Try it. You will not be disappointed. Thank you for supporting the fire. Knott's Boysenberry Festival kicks off March 8th all the way to April 7th. And then Friday and Sunday, or Friday through Sundays, April 12th to the 28th. Kind of weird schedule right there. But there's going to be a lot to offer. Obviously, the food is like the most important because there's going to be a festival tasting card. And they've already listed the price right here at $55. You're going to get 6 offerings. And the coolest part about Knott's is that their pass, their like boysenberry tasting pass, it actually includes alcoholic beverages. That's not something Disneyland does. I don't know if any other theme park over here does that. But Knott's, you could get yourself some wine or some boysenberry beer. I know there's all sorts of stuff alcohol-wise. So that's going to be fun. Yeah. Also, too, look what they brought back, Danny. The Boysenberry Festival Bundle. You get a single-day admission, regular park. You get your parking and a 3 Boysenberry Festival food tasting card. Wow. That's like the best deal ever right there. $90. You get 3 foods, your parking, and your ticket. You know what that tells me, Danny? Opening weekend, 1 hour food line. I don't even know if I want to go opening day. I might wait till Monday. Like, I'm not even here to hate. It's just we already experienced this with Peanut Celebration. The food lines are going to be insane. Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah, keep in mind, too, Arnott's Adventure said they changed the price quietly on the tasting card. So it's $55 if you buy it online. But if you buy it in the park, it's going to be $58. So if you want to save the $3, you got to buy it on the website.
Hey, I'm always trying to save anything. So
Now,
take.
the only question I didn't know, Mondo, is in the past they used to offer season pass discount for the tasting cards. They don't do that anymore.
I feel like not stop doing that, dude. No
Okay,
discount. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do discount for pass
I
holders.
guess the only way you can do a discount is if you want to buy it on the website.
Buy it on the website. Um, the Boysenberry is also going to have craft fairs, which is going to be in Ghost Town. That's always a lot of fun to see all the crafts the craft booths that they put up. There's going to be Boysenberry fun and games for all the kids to play. They're going to have old McDonald's barn, which is just a lot of like horses and stuff like that to check out.
Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, Mondo. I know you had a chance to do the boysenberry preview, and I know you don't typically like to give your thoughts on the food there, just because food at the boysenberry preview for media is prepared fresh, and it's not like the same sometimes as it is in the park. But has it at least gotten you excited to try things on opening weekend or whenever it is that you end up going?
Yes, without a doubt, Danny. This food, this media event. Uh, all right, this is like my first time actually talking about the foods because in this video I specifically left any reviews out. Like I didn't add anything. I didn't really give any insight to anything. But in this media event, the food we had was wonderful. The number one item, I'm curious to see if it's a number one item when it finally comes to the theme park. It was like this corn, like barbacoa kind of thing. Let me see if I can find it in here. Let me see. Where is it? I
The
think.
beignets look pretty good, Mondo. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
And I just want to throw it
I
out
don't
there.
want to try the beignets though until Arnott's Adventure tries the beignets because
Yeah.
we've already been beignet burned, so I'm
Beignet
not gonna
burger.
get beignet burned twice. And I know Jen will try them, so I'll wait to see what Jen says and before I get beignet burned once again.
Let me see if I can find. And then look, Danny, I got a visual on the banana pudding funnel cake right here. But Wilf, which is he's the person that's the head honcho when it comes down to any of these foods. He was saying that the birthday funnel cake is the winner. He says the birthday funnel cake is the one to try, and I was like, what? But the banana pudding. He's like, no. The birthday this double. They what they do is they have one funnel cake. They put all that birthday madness in the middle, and then they flop a second funnel cake on the top, Danny. So this is like a double stack funnel cake. this is. Please share. Anybody buys this, share it with like 4 people. Like that is a lot to handle right there. But let me see if I could find this like number one item that I'm talking about.
Even
Uh,
Arlene in the chat, Mondo said those lemon beignets were, and then she put 2 barf face emojis.
wait, where? Oh, from we're talking about
Summer
knots.
nights, summer nights. When you
Oh,
got beignet burned.
yeah, we also got churro burned by Knott's Berry Farm. Those churros were not good. All right, it's right here, Danny. Let
That's
me
what I want to get. That's on my list. That baked potato.
the baked potato. I did not get to try the baked potato, but dude, look at that. First of all, Knott's already has a great record with baked potatoes. This item, that's the obviously from
Is
an
the outside sweet corn or something?
yeah, it's like a sweet corn barbecue barbacoa something. This thing right here, number one item at the media event. I don't care what anybody says. This was the number one item. Very like the elote, the sweet elote is like the dominant flavor, and then the barbacoa is like second. It just works. It works really well. That was my favorite item from the media event. I did have a chance to try the chicken masala, which that's on here or that's in here somewhere. I was not a fan. I was not a fan of the chicken masala. I didn't get to try that. They did not have that. This one, I wish they had at the media event. That better be good. I don't know how they mess that up, but it better be
I don't
good.
know how they mess that up. They can't mess it up.
Um, a charcuterie.
They have a charcuterie board? What the
Yeah,
heck?
these are all the stuff on this side. It's all the stuff that you could get on the tasting card. So everything we're looking at here, this is all tasting card. And there's Wilf. Purge horn for Wilf, always being so awesome. But let me see. Let me pan
Every
to
once in a while, I'll see Wilf at Disneyland.
uh and a lot of people were also raving about the mac and cheese over there, but we are mac and cheesed out. We're not. And this is the chicken masala that I was talking about. Super mid. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. It was just right in the middle. I did have a chance to try that spam masubi thing right there. Delicious.
Yeah, the spam masubi is always amazing.
Yeah, it's spam masubi. Like, you can't go wrong. To go back to Boysenberry Festival, I'm just gonna say it kicks off again on Friday. There's gonna be a lot to do. Pie eating contest, which is one of the funnest things. You want to see a good pie eating video? Go check out Real Mouse Vibes. We had Nick. He went all out as you could. He probably still has boysenberry all up in there when he did the boysenberry. Did you ever see that video of him?
I was there.
Oh, dude, that was 100,000% effort. I give him props. There's also going to be 2 entertainment shows. The big one is Knott's Preserved, a musical celebration, and Riverboat Revenge. Knott's Preserved musical celebration. I don't even know if is that new. I know they did it last year or some version of it, but
No, it's not. It's not new for sure. But it was maybe they're going to be doing it a little bit different. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's going to be different this year, I don't know. The Knott's Preserved musical celebration. I feel like it did not hit with me last year. I feel like I never watched it. I was just like it didn't win me over. Riverboat Revenge over there at Birdcage Theater, always a lot of fun. Always a lot of fun, that show. And that's kind of it. That's kind of it for Boysenberry.
So in the chat, we got Savage Becca, who gifted 1 month membership to VACT, VACT. So shout out to Savage Becca for gifting that membership. Did the little pixie dust sound.
Heck
New
yeah.
member.
New member. Savage Becca. Fire. Hell yeah. Thank you, Savage Becca.
Let's see. It's called Arnott's Adventure said the dish is called the pulled pork over pastel de elote.
There you go. That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
This is for the most part like the tasting card right here. These are what you could choose from. I'm excited. Boysenberry Festival. I feel like it's always a lot of fun, and we honestly kind of last year was like the only year where we weren't. It just didn't hit. I don't know how else to say it. It just did not hit last year. But this year,
Manda, what was Boysenberry about the charcuterie board?
That's another thing I want to mention, because the fact that you're saying that, Danny. So this year, I forgot who I was talking to, but he's like, I want more boysenberry. Like when we were at the media event, like I want boysenberry this on boysenberry that on boysenberry this. And this year, it's like little hints of boysenberry throughout the items. You know what I mean? He's like, I want a boysenberry dog, boysenberry bread, boysenberry sauce. I want to be smacked across the face with boysenberry. A lot of items are like touches of boysenberry. The charcuterie board, I don't know, Dan. Maybe there's like some dipping sauce or something. Oh yeah, the dipping sauce. There you go. You can see the boysenberry. So yeah. I charcuterie board. That's so funny. Now I was getting a little too fancy with these charcuterie boards. I don't know if I'll be trying that one, but we'll see how it goes.
Arnott's Adventure says, highly recommend the lemon bar with the boysenberry compote too. That was delicious.
That was good. Do I have a?
And then she also said that the charcuterie board It has boysenberry mustard and boysenberry apricot jam for the jelly.
That sounds good. I feel like that could be a winner. I feel like that could be a winner. Um, After doing the media event, I was definitely won over. Um, they just did a great job. It was honestly my favorite, one of my favorite media events I've ever done with Knott's Berry Farm. Um, I do also since we're let's
And it
see.
looks like theme park and things. Johnny gifted a membership as well, and it went to Celeste Burchard, who's a longtime viewer and participant. So
Johnny, thank you for growing the Fire community. I'm pretty positive I added new emojis. I just don't know if it.
yeah, I saw someone's posting the beagle on the boysenberry.
Yeah, that was the new one. And then we got Whittles with Boysenberry on his face. Oh man, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you supporting the fire, my friend. I'm good with touches of boysenberry. They've had some weird combos because of trying to get everything to have boysenberry. I agree with Wing Naked. I like that sometimes it's like the sauce is boysenberry. You know what I mean? Not like every freaking ingredient that's going in this has to touch boysenberry. Um, Anything for you, Danny, that like stands out that like you kind of want to try that they like you're eyeing from the tasting card kind of scenario here?
Well, you and I talked about that one last week, the one that was right above your head, the hot honey pizza, because everyone's all about that hot honey now.
Ooh, honey, I forgot all
With
about it.
the, yeah, with the sausage and the boysenberry. So we're gonna try that one. The one right below it, that situation looking pretty good too to me. Don't
Yeah,
know what that is. I want to try the twice baked potato, and I want to try the boysenberry cobbler. I saw that too. That looks good. I mean, I'm down to try the charcuterie board.
yeah,
Never
yeah.
had I've never had a boysenberry
Well,
apricot jam before. So
if Danny's down, I'll try with him. I'll try with him. Um, I just want to throw this out there. I maybe this sounds too negative, but I feel like theme parks should just get off the cheese curds. Like, don't do no cheese curds at theme parks anymore. Just throwing it out there. Whoever's listening, no more cheese curds, please. Allie A, 19 months. Hello, Five Fires. Just finished watching Food and Wine video. Looks like y'all had mucho fun. Can't wait to try the cheeseburger bow. Hashtag avocado time, my favorite booth this year. We will get there. We got a lot to say about Food and Wine. I promise, Ali A. But yeah, hashtag avocado time. um, let me bring this up, Danny, because I want to get your opinion. Because you actually stayed at Knott's Hotel previous years. I had a chance to tour the Knott's Hotel. Big thank you to Knott's Media for allowing us and giving us the opportunity. Right here. This is what it looks like now, Danny. So
yeah,
this.
I just stayed in a renovated room.
Oh, you stayed in one of these,
Yeah,
dude. What was your experience? The one I walked in that one day, that was a renovated room.
yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay,
No. The one you walked in,
that was an
that
old.
was a regular old style room. I just stayed last month in a renovated room.
Oh, okay.
I went because I thought the restaurant was open already, but it wasn't even a month ago. I went because I thought the restaurant was open, but the restaurant got pushed to open on the 16th.
Yeah.
But I just kept my reservation. So, but I went and I had their breakfast buffet, and I got in one of the new renovated rooms. It's nice. The only thing that I'll complain about for the Knott's Hotel
Yeah.
is that the showers are too small. But they didn't really change the bathrooms in the new rooms, but the rooms themselves are really spacious. They got a lot of room to move around. They've got some really great new furnishings. Everything feels really clean and cleanable, which is more important. because they've got like different furnishings like that they can clean off like with nice granite countertops on them, and the wood entryway. So it's nice to see that over like carpet and stuff like that.
And they got USB-C, which that's a huge plus.
Yeah, that was nice to have the USB-C when I was plugging in all my stuff.
Yeah, because USB-C, obviously the future. Every freaking iPhone is that now. Gifted membership, Virginia Lake. It went to Carrie Mason. Growing the community. We got memberships flying. I love it. Thank you. I hope to have more emojis. Boysenberry, we got food and wine. Hopefully Universal does something. I don't know if they are or not. I stayed in a reno room on Knott's Scary Farm, and the rooms are really nice. I just wish the bathroom sink area was bigger. The counter space is small. So kind of with what you're saying too, Danny, with Hula Mama, that it just wasn't big enough.
Yeah, the room itself is really big. So I felt like maybe with the renovation, they could have bumped the wall, but it doesn't look like Knott's was trying to spend that kind of money, right? They didn't do any physical changes to the room at all. It's the same walls, same everything even. They just painted everything, put new furnishings down and carpet and all that stuff. The air conditioning units are the same, maybe updated. I don't know. They looked the same to me.
Yeah.
And the bathrooms were 100% the same. Like the only thing different about the bathrooms is they had like a new sink and the new mirror, but like the walls are the same in the bathroom. The toilets look the same. The shower is definitely 100% the same. They didn't even change the tile in the bathroom. So it definitely seemed like they spent a lot of money to redo a lot of the base areas of the hotel, which normally like when they renovate a hotel rooms, the lobby is not something that gets done with that. But like you can tell a majority of the budget went to like convention center spaces, the new restaurant, the lobby space, like that all looks really good and it needed it. And then soon to be like the entrance area and everything.
Right. Maybe here too. All the money went here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, the wedding garden or like event space, I guess you could say.
Yeah. But I just wanted to showcase to everybody, anybody trying to stay in Knott's Hotel, this is what you're getting into. These are the renovated rooms. And if you want to check out the video, I went over all the 3 offerings that they have, like the popular ones. I think we got a new gifted membership from Johnny. Another gifted membership. Let's go! From the community, Johnny.
This went to 710 Oil.
710 Oil. Welcome. New member, $5. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you supporting the fire, my friend.
We got to get some clarification, Mondo, from Arnott's Adventure, because she's saying cards are online. Tasting cards are online $55 or in the park for $58. Then someone earlier in the chat said when they tried to check out and purchase the online one, it charged tax and a processing fee.
Oh my! What?
So it ended up being over $60, which then makes it more expensive than in the park. So maybe the move is to wait and buy it in the park.
Stupid processing fees. I hate processing fees. Like, why? Why do we need processing fees? I don't get it. All right, we can't talk about Knott's without talking about this, Danny. Montezuma, it's alive. It is gonna happen. It is real. The Forbidden Fortress. But it's not coming this year. It's gonna come in 2025. Is this just an announcement to cool off the heat of like what the hell happened to Montezuma? It's just a dead project just sitting there, or I just want to throw it out there. I'm just going to throw it out there. Is this just never happening? They're just going to keep announcing and it never comes to fruition because Knott's really moved on. They're like, we ain't finishing Montezuma. We got Camp Snoopy over here. We got the hotel. Can't worry about that. What are your thoughts, Danny? This came out of nowhere, dude.
Okay, so Arnott's Adventure cleared it up. she said they add $1 processing fee, but the park also charges tax as well. So if you buy it online, you do end up saving about $2.
All right. All right.
So I don't know if it's worth the hassle to save $2, but shady business adding $1 processing fee. We don't need that. Not when you're trying to get everyone to buy everything online.
Hey, I feel like Knott's never did that. That I don't recall Knott's doing processing fees on anything online.
Shady business. But I'm excited about this news though. I thought Montezuma's Revenge was dead. As soon as we had heard the news that um, they lost their contractor that was taking on the renovation of the ride, and they had already torn down most of the ride, and they couldn't get their pieces that they had built to fit over the old ones. I was like, it's dead. We're not getting it back. They're going to cut their losses. And then we had that other thing post during their call where they said that there was a canceled project
Yeah.
at Knott's Berry Farm, and I was like, oh man. So the writing on the wall was looking pretty bad for Montezuma's. So I'm happy that it's still going ahead. I know the coaster community in specific is really happy about this one as well too. I don't know how much of it is sticking around from before. The cars look new, right? Obviously,
Yeah, let me show you, Danny. We got visual of the car seat. This reminds me of the same ride system that Wonder Woman has. I'll bring that up. You could keep talking. I'll bring it up right now.
I was just gonna say. So I don't know, like, if the ride loses its landmark status because it was a Schwarzkopf shuttle looping coaster, and that's why it had its like status or whatever. But I don't know that it still gets to keep that when it's a totally new ride. I don't know because if it's going by based off of what it was originally touted, they said it was going to be random, like you didn't know it was going to launch backward or frontward, right?
Yeah, I remember. Look, that's you see those that restraining right there, and then where's Knott's? Right here. Look, it looks like the same restraint. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to mention that. I am ecstatic that this project is still alive. It's really going to flesh out Fiesta Village and the imagination that they all had behind it all. The question I ask, are they going to stick to what Danny just mentioned? The whole, it could go backwards. It could go forward. You don't know. The launch is just going to happen. Or, dare I say the words, something very common with Disney. Are we going to get a budget cut, Montezuma? Are we going to get the budget Zuma? What do you think, Danny? We get the budget Zuma? Or they're going to flush out this whole idea of whatever they were trying to create in the past?
I don't know. I either way, I think people are just going to be happy to see it come. So it'd be cool if it was doing the random launch sequence, but it's I think I forgot who said it on I don't know where it was. Someone said it, and I can't remember where, and I apologize whoever said it first. But the ride used to be called Montezuma's Revenge, right? And now it's called Montezuma's the Forbidden Fortress. And they were saying Knott's probably took the opportunity to change the name so that they're no longer associated with the Montezuma's Revenge that you get when you visit Mexico. Because you don't want your ride being called what people call, that when you're sick.
Wow.
So they were saying that they took the opportunity to change the name of the ride. And but I was like, I've always just known it as Montezuma's Revenge. I think people will always call it that. So
honestly, I know it as Montezuma. Like, I never called it Revenge. Like, it's like the same thing with Buzz. Ain't nobody call it Astro Blasters. Nobody. Even Big Thunder. What's the full name of Big Thunder, Danny?
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Who the heck says that? Nobody, dude. Nobody. Super chat. We got a super chat from Theme Park and Things with Johnny. I wanted to mention that I have missed 3 reservations in the past 90 days, and they are recent. I have not received an email or strike. You're playing with
Beware.
fire, my friend.
You're playing with fire, Johnny. Let me just tell you right now, when I had COVID in December on my birthday, I had a reservation to go, and I didn't go, and I didn't cancel because it was very sudden when it came, like when I had a fever and everything. So I ended up taking the hit, but I told Mondo, just like you, I was like, I haven't received an email. I don't know yet. Literally at the end of February, just a couple weeks ago, I got an email from Disney saying, "Oh, looks like you missed your reservation on December 11th." And I'm like, "What? In February?" And I'm finding out now from a lot of people in my DMs, this is happening to them. Like they're like backlogged, and then they get on it, and all of a sudden, bam, you're blocked.
Wow.
So,
Disney's like, see ya. See ya. You blocked. Johnny, don't miss no more reservations, dude. Because if you keep missing, your whole 90-day or your 30-day like can't make reservation thing is like it just gets worse. If I were you, Johnny, I would literally do 6 reservations right now so you could enjoy yourself some Pixar Fest, Wondrous Journey, and Fantasmic. Just in case, like you just get.
he said he has reservations loaded just in case.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. Just in case you get that email like, hey, buddy, you're in the Disney gel. You're like, well, hey, I got my 6 reservations locked and loaded. So, yeah, that'd be.
We got Kidder in the chat. Hey, Kidder. He said, Mondo, I'm hoping they somehow keep the light circle that you used to go through that's all lit up at night and call it Montezuma's.
I love the light circle. That light circle like just gives you this like vibe of the past.
Yeah, it does.
It's just I don't even know what I'm like how to call those light bulbs, but they just remind you of the past. Same thing with like Coke Corner has those same kind of light bulbs, and it just brings me to the past. There's no other way I can say it. But what's up, Ketter? Anything else with? Oh my gosh, I cannot move on without talking about this. Let me bring this up. Who's the one that posted this? Who's the one that posted this? The Daily Breeze? They're the ones that posted this? Well, hopefully I don't get, like, I have to do an ad or something. And it actually lets me read. Look at this, Danny. Knott's Berry Farm launches pay-per-ride option. And I don't know why they put to rival Disneyland. Like, I don't know what Disneyland has anything to do with that. Knott's quietly rolls out a new fast lane skip the line option that charges $7.50 and up per individual ride. So technically, Knott's has dropped individual Lightning Lane, just a Knott's Berry Farm version.
Yeah.
There's the ad. I knew an ad was coming. Knott's has torn a page from Disneyland and Six Flags with the new pay-per-ride option. Okay. Knott's mobile app displays the available pay-per-ride attractions after 2 p.m. each day. So you got to wait till 2 p.m. to use that. The new fast lane is available on 8 rides. Berry Tales? Who in the world is paying $7.50 for Berry Tales? If you watch this channel...
Mondo, they start at $7.50.
Oh, yeah. Whoever watches this channel, and you trust my opinion, never pay $7. Never. Do not pay any money to get on Berry Tales. You already paid your admission. Berry Tales, get out of here with Berry Tales. Dude, Berry Tales is already, the line's already bad. Bad ride, bad line. What? That's insane, dude. That's like Monsters Inc. Like, oh my God, like it's only getting worse. Ghost Rider, Hang Time, Jaguar, Pony Express. Wow, Pony Express! Silver Bullet, Timber Mountain Log Ride, and Accelerator. I just want to throw it out there. Some of these rides right here, even if you get front of the line, it might take you a long time. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know. I don't know if Knott's has like they. Danny mentions this with Disneyland all the time. A lot of these rides weren't built for a fast pass, and I kind of feel the same way for a lot of those rides at Knott's. So be wary. But please, nobody pay for Berry Tales like that. That's insane. That's insane. I can't believe that. Individual lightning lane for Berry Tales. Anything else?
Christina Aguilar in the chat, Mondo, she says, "Hi, Mondo. I'm buying my pass to Knott's this Friday. What should I expect?"
2-hour waits for food. Not even trying to be negative. That's just the honest truth. Everyone buying that bundle Boysenberry Festival ticket, and they want to use it. They want to get food. Just expect crowds because spring break is around the corner. And not even that, summer's around the corner. And these are the busy times. Knott's, they get just as busy as any theme park. It's pretty wild how busy it gets at Knott's. Knott's is successful. They're doing a great job with everything right now. But buy the meal plan, buy parking, and if you love soda, buy the soda plan. But get the cup. You're like, what are you talking about? Just tell the person, can I get the cup soda plan?
The paper cup.
The paper cup. You will thank me 1,000 times later. You're like, wow, that paper cup comes in clutch. Anything else with Knott's, Danny?
Yeah, just before we transition, I know you were there for the Boysenberry preview and the hotel situation when you were there this week. Have you had a chance recently, because I haven't seen, just to document general construction at Knott's? Have you taken a look to see what's going on, the latest in Camp Snoopy?
I did have a chance to, dude. I did a great. Let me see. I recently did a vlog, and I got a great vantage point at Camp Snoopy. I totally forgot about Camp Snoopy, Danny. Good point. Let me bring it up. I got my vlog right here. I waited. It's a brutal wait, but I really feel like it paid off this time. And I'm talking about the what is it called? The Stagecoach. So that's Camp Snoopy. That's where the Ferris wheel was. And then this is the actual Camp Snoopy roller coaster and whatever other offerings are going to be coming in this area. That's the current situation. A lot of people have posted that the actual roller coaster track is like across the street or something. I don't even know. I don't go over there. But this is what it looks like inside the theme park. The one that I'm still shocked about, and I don't know how they're going to pull this off, is right here, Danny. How quickly are they going to build this like stage area? Supposedly that's all coming for summer, I guess. And I even had a chance to look at some Scary Farm right here with whatever the 50th anniversary is going to be transformed into. I'm excited.
So they are. It looks like they are working on it then.
Yeah, they're for sure working on this thing. Whatever this comes.
So it is being transformed. Then it's not going to stay chilling chambers.
No, heck no, no chilling chambers. That's going to be something else. But
if someone wanted to watch this, is this the last Knott's video on your channel, or is this before the Boysenberry tasting?
Before the Boysenberry tasting. Yeah, go watch that video. I waited like about an hour or more to get that Camp Snoopy update. That was, gosh, every time I gotta wait for that Stagecoach, it's just a long wait. That's it for Knott's Berry Farm. I want to get into Universal Studios, and then let's go to the main event after that, which will be Food and Wine Festival, and maybe we talk a little bit Disneyland in general. The main thing I want to get to, I have a vlog that will be posted after this live stream from Universal Studios. I was just there a couple hours ago. I filmed an update video of everything there is to see. But recently, Universal Studios talked about their Visa credit card and that a new lounge was coming. I didn't even know the new lounge debuted. This thing debuted supposedly like 3 weeks ago. You might be asking yourself, where the heck in Universal is this? Let me tell you, you would never know where it is. I
You
could
never know.
You would never know. In my video, I'll tell you where it is because, like, obviously I went to it. But this is on the lower lot, and these couches, they got like some snacks, like chips that you see right here, and like some other like a nut bar. You get free water bottles when you're in here. They had The Mummy playing, so they got movies playing, like Universal movies to watch while you're in there. This lounge is just get away from the theme park for a little bit and then keep on going with your day. But those couches that you're looking at right there, those things are comfortable. I was like, wow, I could just finish this whole movie and just chill in here. And it's very quiet in there. That was one thing I was really surprised about this lounge. I was telling Danny, I'm kind of shocked it didn't become like a platinum lounge, platinum pass member lounge, because recently, we saw the Magic Key Lounge. Is the Magic Key Lounge still a thing? Do people go there? I don't even freaking know. Does that exist still, Danny? Or is it just a restaurant now?
It never was a lounge. It's just the Magic Key Terrace.
Oh, Magic Key Terrace. What am I talking about? Yeah, never mind. Then Knott's created a pass member lounge. They have a lounge, the VIP lounge or whatever they call it. And then not Universal. It's a Visa credit card. You got to have a Visa credit card with Universal, not just any Visa, because obviously anybody could go in there. It's a Universal Visa card holder could go in there. We got Junior, 13 months, firing it up. Visa or VIP Visa Rewards Lounge was so chill. Yes, it was.
Mondo, I sent you the link.
They did a great job. Let me see. Thank you, Junior. A lot of fun hanging out today, my friend. Let me see. It's loading. It's loading. There we go. It all adds up to fun. It all adds up to fun. Rewards plus signature annual fee. There you go. Anytime I see annual fee on a credit card, I'm like, what? I don't know about that, but this is the option if anybody's interested. It's on the website of Universal. Take a look if that's what you're interested in. For Universal Studios Hollywood, I have an update video that'll be posted after this. And for the most part, I think the main question everybody wants answered, is there any HHN? Nothing. There's nothing right now. But that's it for that. Let's move on to Disneyland. So Disneyland has finally kicked off Food and Wine Festival. I didn't have a chance to go to Food and Wine until Sunday. I'm glad I waited till Sunday because Sunday was already busy. I could only have imagined how opening day and Saturday was. It was probably terrible. But there's one thing I want to say before we go into any reviews or just talk about Food and Wine in general. Shout out to all the cast members working Food and Wine, from the registers, from the pickup windows, to all the people inside the booths. You guys all did wonderful. We have no complaints in the time to get your food or order and all that. You guys did incredible. In previous years, I feel like it was not a good system. And whatever these systems that you guys have updated now, everything worked wonderful. And Food and Wine, from beginning to end, I had a lot of fun. Food and Wine was a lot of fun, and we'll get into all the details. Danny, give us your perspective on 2024 Food and Wine at Disney California Adventure.
Yeah, we were excited right off the bat just from the Food and Wine Festival guide, the foodie guide that went up. There were a lot of great options, some returning favorites, but it looks like the returning favorites they chose were all really good returning favorites that have been like things that people really enjoyed. So that was the good part. We had the top sirloin coming back, the mac and cheese coming back, the empanada, all the things that people really enjoyed were the things that returned, plus some new ones. And I felt like all the new ones we tried, for the most part, was pretty good. The only miss for us was the Earth Eats booth, and I would have rather have them just left the avocado booth, which had all the merchandise, and not given us Earth Eats. I saw it's almost like they were trying to give us because Walt Disney World has a pretty similar booth at Epcot. I think it's called like Terra or something, but it's like essentially like an Earth Eats booth, same thing. In their Food and Wine Festival, they had it for a while. I don't even know if it's still there because I haven't been during Food and Wine in a while. But either way, I don't know the reasoning for that, and but other than that, everything was really fun. A few changes you could tell that they had some cutbacks, like the performance stage wasn't a stage anymore, so they just had the performers performing on the ground. Then they had a lot of different entertainment options, though. They had the characters like you normally would find, so it seemed like the same as other years, but maybe just a few little cuts here and there.
Mm-hmm. What like foods stood out to you? Like, what were the tops? You know, the hits. I guess you could say. What were the hits, Danny?
I loved the cheeseburger bao. I definitely loved the top sirloin, but that was a returning favorite, so not like a new thing. The olive oil cake was pretty good, honestly. I don't like lemon things, and I liked that one, so that was pretty good too for me. Um, and then as far as other food items that stood out, the relleno empanada, that was a really good one too, even though that's a returning one. So a lot of the returning ones were the big hitters. Honestly, the vegan fish taco too. I don't know how that works. I don't know how vegan fish works, but that worked well. It was a good option.
Yeah. The empanada. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. um, let me see. I'm just going through the chat right now. We got a super chat from Josh. You'll find this shocking, but the lines you had on Sunday was way worse than Friday. I actually barely waited in lines at all that day.
We didn't really wait in lines though, to be honest.
No, but he's saying like Friday was just nothing. I'm legit
Oh,
shocked. I'm legit shocked. Wow. Well, Sunday was crazy. Thank you, Josh. Josh, what was like your top two items? I would love to hear from you. Post in the comments, Josh. I want to know what your top two were. Also, too, real quick, I just want to bring this up. Big fan had a good question. When will the construction on the new gates at Disneyland start? How will they impact getting into the parks? That's what I want to know. Have you heard anything about that? I've heard a zero peep of when construction starts. It has to be soon. I know that.
yeah, I know a lot of all the news stations grabbed the permit filing that Disney did, and I think Fresh Bake talked about it too. But I haven't seen anyone speculate on when they're going to start doing it. I would imagine though, for Big Fan 2019's question, it's going to heavily impact getting into the park. It's already really bad right now during the busy times because um, the system that they have in place right now, where the cast member has to take a picture of literally every guest by hand as they're walking in, really just delays things, and people don't understand that it's happening, and it just makes it such a nightmare of a situation. So I mean, Mondo, for instance, I was waiting for him to get into the park. He was behind a family of five that had to have their picture taken, and that whole process took like 10-15 minutes.
It's like
And that's just one family. That's just one. He was only one family away from the turnstile.
I choose
So
the worst entry aisles every time. I always like. I just nothing you could do about it. But thank you, Josh. I appreciate you supporting the fire. He also said my top two was definitely the pork belly and the cheeseburger bao bun. Those were the best so far. We enjoyed the pork belly as well. I don't know about the cheese that it comes with, but honestly, I could care less about the mac and cheese. The pork belly is really what you care about. It was good.
Grab my water real quick.
Yeah, the pork belly was soft and it was just like a tender pork belly. My top two items, we're talking about the bao. That thing was just instant five fires. Let me see if I can bring it up. I recently posted a vlog of all of these food items that we're talking about. Oh, here it is. Let me see. Let me go to this real quick. One of the most anticipated items I wanted was the cheeseburger bao. This thing already has a great reputation in Florida, and it was really cool because the cheeseburger bao was totally different. Nothing really relevant to what Florida has. And this thing literally tasted like In-N-Out double in a bao bun. In all the good ways possible. Instantly the highlight of the tasting tabs. It was incredible. Whoever created that, you get a purge horn. Yeah, my face says it all right there. Just freaking good. That bao bun, I was telling Danny, it needs to just be put it somewhere, anywhere at DCA. Put it somewhere. Make it a all year round thing. It would be a great option to just like, hey, you want to go get some cheeseburger baos? Yes, I do. Benjamin, 22 months. 22 months. Don't forget, hit the likes, everybody. Fire up them likes. Thank you. I always forget to say that. Thank you, Benji. 22 months. Freaking love you, man. Mondo, honest opinion about the paleta. I loved it. I got a couple messages like, how do you think that's 5 fires? And I asked the lady, and she was like, well, I hated mine. And I was like, why? And she's like, it was just melted, just blob. It was just a blob of melted paleta. And I was like, mine came out like how a paleta should be. But I really enjoyed it. I had no complaints. You do have to have like an alcoholic taste because it does taste like it's an alcoholic. It's an old fashioned. That's alcoholic to begin with, like a taste of it all. But I really enjoyed the paleta. No complaints. Also from Ordinary Adventures, love that you could get a caricature on a wine bottle or coaster. Great souvenir for the food festival. Where do you get that? What?
Yeah, Peter and Kitcher got their caricature done on the outside of a wine bottle.
Wow!
In their video.
Where do you get that? I've been off the social medias like this past. I've been just dad mode. That's cool. Shout out to Ordinary Adventure. I had no idea. That's a really cool thing. Very cool. So that like reminds me of like the outlines that you could get over there on Main Street. That like reminds me of that. That's really cool. I'd take an In-N-Out double in a bao any day. Ain't that the truth? By the way, In-N-Out is still the best fast food ever. These prices of fast foods are just ridiculous. As weird as it sounds, I'm not eating like fast food for the most part. But like I see on like the Twitters and social media in general, like fast food prices are just getting outrageous. And Wendy's, thank God I don't go to Wendy's in general, but them introducing variable pricing, ridiculous. Just like Disney and their variable pricing. They're like, your Spirit jersey is 70 on Thursday, and then just because you visit on Sunday, it's 85. It's like just nickel and diming to like the lowest, like the furthest reach of their company. Like,
Mondo, I just sent you the link, and then fast forward to 11 minutes, 12 seconds.
As a consumer, I hate variable pricing. You sent it to me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll bring it up right now. What time period?
11 minutes, 12 seconds.
Let's see.
They have chapters. They have like chapters on their video, so you'll see it.
All right. I'm curious. I'm going to watch their video today. I haven't had a chance, but I'll watch it today. Let's see.
Little booth set up next to the food booths, and we found one that is actually doing caricatures, but you could get it on a coaster or put it on a wine bottle, and I think that is genius.
Dude, that is awesome. Wow. Dude, I saw, that's Little Mermaid, right? Right by Little Mermaid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea what that was. They need a better sign that says like, "Hey, character."
But you gotta fast forward to where they show theirs.
Let me see.
I like that it's branded Disney Food and Wine, and then you can have your caricature.
I love it's just like you. Oh my god, she did such a wonderful job. And since it was
does
both
look
of
like
us,
Peter.
Wow, and they got it like customized because like they got some Florida stuff going on here. That's cool, dude. Totally cool. Does it come with wine? Probably not.
No, I think it's got lights inside of it. It has lights inside.
Ah, that's freaking cool. That's cooler than the thing on Main Street. It's just like, wow. Freaking cool. They're both cool. I'm not saying one's cooler than the other. Just they're both cool. Wow, we totally missed out on that. I don't think I would have added that to my video, but like if I go with my girlfriend, I would totally get that. Yeah, anybody taking anybody on a date to Disney anytime soon? Go do that. That's how you impress your date right there. You want to get a caricature of us to remember this beautiful date? That's cool. That's freaking cool. I had no idea, dude. Did they say how much it was? I'm guessing they do.
I'm sure they probably did. They always mention that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like $58 for a set of 4 coasters that have been customized.
So cool.
$20 per coaster for one coaster, and $33 for like the bottle to draw you, I guess.
That's an awesome find. I had no idea they were doing that. That's cool.
Honestly, we didn't have time. We were doing so much.
Yeah.
We walked all over the place.
Me and Danny legitimately tried like over 15 items of food and wine. And it was like an all-day adventure just to wait in line for 15 items. It's a lot because these things are not near each other. I do want to say one of my favorite things about this year's Food and Wine Festival, and probably the most important thing of Food and Wine Festival, is I went home, I went to bed, I woke up, no stomach ache! Nothing. I feel like stomach aches and food festivals are like synonymous with each other. I had no issues. I woke up. Today's a great day. And to me, that goes a long way. I think this is my favorite food and wine festival ever. Even though it's like I've only been once, I've been to a lot of these things. If I could really remember last year when I did my food and wine video, I could care less to try any of those foods again. I could really care less to do anything of food and wine. I would like to keep vlogging food and wine. There's still a lot of stuff that has been untouched. We haven't tried. And the entertainment really seems to be like a high level. They got Fat Cat Swingers. Shout out to, I think it was Carrie B. She was great. Wonderful. And then they have the Saldana band or the I don't know, whatever that. They got good bands. They got a good lineup set. Thomasina, I think, was another one of those. They just have a good lineup for food and wine. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. No internet, by the way. Everyone bunched up. There's no internet at DCA.
Oh, yeah, there was no internet yesterday. I will say, Mondo, you know what would have given you tummy issues?
What would have given me tummy issues?
Yeah, I said, you know what?
If I actually swallowed the beef stroganoff, I gotta be honest. Beef stroganoff. I was too kind on it. I only gave it -3 fire. It should have been a full -5 fires, but I'll stand with the -3.
You gave it -5 on your Instagram.
Oh, did it? Yeah. So there you go. I was feeling a little more chipper when I was in person over there. Yeah, the beef stroganoff, like, get that off the menu. I know that sounds like super harsh, but my gosh, jeez. Anybody going to Earth Eats? Without a doubt, your valuable money you just spent, get the chicken parm bite. That is like 1,000-fold better than the beef stroganoff. I will say, I do like saying the word beef stroganoff. What does beef stroganoff look in real life? Beef stroganoff. I don't even know where to go to get a beef stroganoff. Have you ever consumed beef stroganoff?
It looks pretty similar. It is, although the actual dish is really has a lot of, well, yeah, this one had a lot of cream too, so it's, I don't know, it's really just kind of like, it's kind of like the food you made because you didn't want to spend a lot of money, kind of thing, you know what I mean? It was like sloppy joes, beef stroganoff, like it's not like something that you would go out of your way to like make really nice for dinner. It was like, hey, I can just slop this together. I've got some ground beef. I have some egg noodles, which are usually like the cheapest noodles you can get at the grocery store.
Everything you just said, you know what that reminds me of? Earth. I put it at Earth Eats. For some reason, that belongs at Earth Eats. Oh, man. Disney, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Food and wine, what are your closing thoughts on that? And then I want to talk Disneyland in general, Danny.
Yeah, food and wine was good. I normally have a lot of tummy issues too, and I have a lot of like food allergies and stuff like that. I tried like tons of things, as you saw in the video, including some things I probably shouldn't have tried, and I didn't have any issues at all. So it was all just really good food. All tasted really good. Everything looked like the way it was shown in the photo, which was great. That was another one too. So I just liked it all. I really thought all the options were awesome. I really liked too the kind of like neon 90s vibe they went for with the with kind of like the decoration for all the food and wine. The merchandise didn't match the vibe of all the this is what's so weird to me, was that the merchandise looked like it was meant for last year's Food and Wine Festival, and but it says 2024 on it. But like all the booths that were on it did that, they existed last year, but they didn't exist this year. And like this Food and Wine Festival was like all the stuff was like this neon like splash paint color. The lanyard was like neon orange and like blue. Like I was expecting the merch to look like this. Yeah, like that. That's like, you know, like just walked in Disney Channel in the 90s or something right there.
And we got this.
That's the vibe that I get from that. And then this looked like last year. I don't know. It's just like, it's more, I mean, I loved it. I really wanted the Spirit jersey, and like a part of me kind of like was kicking myself for not getting the Spirit jersey, because the year on it is so small. You could almost wear it like every Food and Wine and it would work really well. But I liked like everything they did. I mean, I love the booth logos too. I mean, ever since the first day they created those customized booth logos that move and all that stuff, everyone was saying they should do merch with all the different things on it. And then like it took them so many years, but they finally did it. And then they don't even have the booths. Arlene was saying, do we get a Magic Key lanyard? Yeah, Mondo was just showing it in his video. The Magic Key lanyard actually looks really cool. It's a really nice collectible lanyard. And there's two different tasting cards this year. One is $31. No matter if you're Magic Key or not, it's $31. That gives you 4 tastings. And then there's one that's $56 or $61. So $61 without Magic Key, $56 with Magic Key, so a $5 savings. But the $56 one is the only one that gets Magic Key discount. So that one is 8 tastings, and that's the one that gives you the lanyard. So if you're buying the $31 one, you're gonna get the black plain lanyard, because there's no Magic Key discount on the 4 tasting cards.
That is very important to know. The lanyard's really nice. I can't deny it. It's really, really nice. Let me see.
Yeah,
Arlene
that
definitely want
someone.
the Autobug.
Yeah, Jamie Lynn says, I liked the merch. The colors are so perfect. A wine color. I know. That Spirit jersey, that's my color right there. I love shirts that are that color. Everything about that color, like whenever I see it. I have a couple like joggers that are that color. So I just love that kind of wine red color. So I think I'm gonna get that Spirit jersey. If it hasn't sold out already, I'll get it. That's my like thing. Like if I go back next week and it's still there, I'll buy it.
I didn't know that they had the year, and I held that in my hand. I couldn't even tell where the year was.
Yeah, it's like on the front, on the chest part, there's like a tiny little like 2024 on it.
Oh yeah, right there.
It's like right there on the bottom. Yeah.
Very.
But it's small enough. It's small enough that like you could get away with wearing that every year and people would never know.
I feel like you could just like chip it off the Spirit jersey, like the 2024, just chip it off. They should have just left 2024 off. Like it didn't need it. That Spirit jersey just did it. They could have literally put that Spirit jersey like next year. People would still buy it. Food and Wine. It makes sense. Yeah, very nice color. I agree with that one. My closing thoughts on Food and Wine. It was a lot of fun. I could not say that for last year, even probably the year before. But it's a lot of fun. The lanyard really, it goes into full effect of all these taste buds that you go through. Nothing really seems to like kind of be the same. No reminiscent of Festival of Holidays with everything being mac and cheese, literally. This one, array of options. It was wild. And honestly, the whole theme park kind of got involved, really. All the way from like Monsters Inc. area to Paradise Garden Grill, which is over there by Goofy Sky School. Everything got involved. I enjoyed it. I think it's worth getting either the 4 or the 8. If you're a local, get the 8 because you definitely want to keep trying these things. And it's just a fun thing to do try 1 or 2 things every trip.
Wing Nike brings up a really good question that we didn't address, and I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Can you use the tasting tabs at Paradise Garden Grill? You can. It's just that you can't use it on a lot there. So you can use it on, I think, 2 items there. One is a dessert, so it's the cheesecake, the pistachio cheesecake that Mondo really liked. It depends on which tasting card you're going to get. So we got the $56 tasting card, which meant that you need to have a value of at least $7 or more on each item to get your money back, right, on the card that you just bought. So that cheesecake is only $6.75, so it's under the $7 threshold. But we had so many items that were like $9 or more that we felt like it was okay because we like got our money's worth tenfold, like so many times on the other one. So, but the cheesecake is one of the options, and then there's a sort of like a shrimp taco. The Gobernador, I think it's called. And Mondo calls it the Gobernator.
The Gobernator.
The Gobernator, the shrimp Gobernator over at Paradise Garden Grill. That one is available in the Sip and Savor size. So just those 2 portions are available in Sip and Savor Pass at Paradise Garden Grill. Not a lot. Although Paradise Garden Grill had some really fire options. They were just not like Sip and Savor portionable. But there were some really cool areas along the side, like the food truck over at Hollywoodland, the one that's by the Hollywood Lounge, that had a chicken lollipop. That was okay. It wasn't like the best thing I ever had, but it was pretty good. That was Sip and Savor eligible. And then there's a little tiny food cart that's across from the beer gardens in the Paradise Gardens area. That one was serving carne asada, or no, not carne asada. It was carnitas. Was it fries, Mondo, or tater tots?
The
You took a photo of it, I think, or a video.
Yeah, dude, I can't remember.
It was like carnitas. Hold on, I'm looking at the little.
Oh,
I have the
pretzel
little
bites. Pretzel bites.
Is it pretzel bites?
I think it was pretzel bites, right?
Let me look. I'm looking right now.
Everything's a blur.
Oh yeah. Loaded carnitas pretzel bites. So, and it was actually a pretty good portion. It came in like a little to-go container. That's across from where they sell beer at the Festival Beer Garden, which is like, adjacent to Paradise Garden Grill. There's like a little rolling cart right there that serves carnitas loaded pretzel bites. And it looked pretty big, and there was a lot of carnitas on there. And that is Sip and Savor Pass eligible as well, too. This actually came in handy, this little passport thing.
Totally.
This was way more handy than having the app or anything else, because it had like the little guide in it with like anything that had the little fork and knives. That's how you knew it was Sip and Savor. So you could go through here and be like, oh, okay, this is Sip and Savor, but that's not. This is, so you could kind of like figure out what you were going to get based on this. So this was nice to have.
That passport Danny just showed, do not miss that. Like, grab that, because it really did.
If they haven't run out, get one.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, and then save it. Like, if you're gonna come back, save it, because I feel like when you're in the park, you're like, I don't even know where's what's even available. Like, it's so hard. It's like it's just too much information at that point in time, like of where's what. But that book really, it was just our guide. It was our guide for the whole adventure. All right, we're done with food and wine. Disneyland in general, before we move on, I want to mention this, Danny. Shout out to the people we talked to. We met a lot of people over there by Paradise Garden Grill, and somebody told us that this sisig burrito is really good. Nobody, I don't know, maybe some bloggers have talked about it, but nobody in my circle has talked anything about it. I didn't even know this was available, but they said it was really good. A seasoned pork, onion, serranos, garlic fried rice, marinated tomatoes with side of chicharrones, and serrano vinegar dipping sauce, all in a burrito. I did see a person walking around as well with this chicken moussakon, a roasted spice half chicken, sumac stewed onion on a flatbread with Mediterranean salad and garlic yogurt dipping sauce. They had literally a half chicken on a flatbread. It was crazy. I was like, wow, where'd you get that? It's not something you see ever at Disney. But there's some nice new items. And then also, too, the Gobinator. I don't know if I'll ever be getting a Gobinator, but the sisig burrito and this chicken moussakon really looks good. And that's Paradise Garden Grill over there by Goofy.
And then there's the item down below that you missed.
Oh, damn.
Right there. Loaded baked potato.
Steak tips, barbecue baked beans, topped with cheese sauce, tangy slaw, and green onion.
And the seasoned steak tips.
Oh, that's the plant-based. That's the one we couldn't try because it wasn't on the Sip and Savor.
It wasn't on the Sip and Savor.
Dude, they needed to have that on a Sip and Savor. Like, even if it was just half the potato, I would have taken it. But there you go. Now
everyone watching this live is going to be calling it the Gobinator.
The Gobinator. I have no clue how to pronounce that right. Disneyland, they finally reopened the Mark Twain. Danny, did you have a chance to ride it?
Yes, I did.
You could smell the fresh paint in there, like legitimately.
the lacquer on the wood.
Everything. They really did a great job with the refurbishment. Somebody tagged me on Instagram today too. Tiana was doing meet and greets at the bottom of the Mark Twain. I keep hoping that the whole Jubilee, or what was it called again? The Mark Twain Jubilee?
Tiana's Showboat Jubilee.
Tiana's Showboat Jubilee, Disneyland. Most importantly, Ken Potrock, please bring it. Please bring that whole celebration to Disneyland. We need it. We dearly need that. What do you think of the Mark Twain on its reopening return?
I love the Mark Twain. It's my favorite, one of my favorite attractions at Disneyland. I hope it always stays and sticks around. I think the coolest thing was that they replaced the wheel. I mean, I'm sure they've done that before, but it was just cool to see something so big get custom made for the Mark Twain on the back of it. That cost. I mean, wood is so expensive nowadays, and to get a whole freaking wheel that powers a boat to all custom made with wood and like iron and stuff, that thing was like, I don't even want to know how many $100,000 that thing
Yeah,
was.
money. They drop money.
Yeah, it was just cool to see like the care, effort, and the craftsmanship that goes into making sure that Mark Twain looks good and stays looking good. It is the centerpiece to like their show, right? So they got to have it looking good too. So it's nice to see that they care about it and make sure that they keep it up going and looking nice. And I love the ride. I think it's cool. I like it way better than the Columbia. Sorry about the Columbia. I just don't like having to wait for them to roll the stairs and you got to go up the stairs to get up the Columbia. I'd rather be on the Mark Twain.
Mark Twain's a great attraction at Disneyland. I love it. When Mark Twain closed, did it have the segment that had like music? When they're talking about Tiana's Bayou Adventure or just that area, because
Yeah,
around it had the music, and I was like, I don't remember if it had that or not previously. But you're saying it did have it?
it did. It did have that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I was wondering. Um, Disneyland. Disneyland's just in like the hold period. We got the Haunted Mansion construction happening. At the same time, all the downtown Disney construction happening. So those are kind of on hold. I feel like all the action's really just happening now at DCA because of food and wine. But I'm excited. I feel like we're not too far off from preparation starting because of Pixar Fest. They have to get going on that. Uh, Anything you want to talk about when it comes down to Disneyland?
Um, Not necessarily like Disneyland per se. We already got like the Food and Wine Festival, which we talked about. We talked about our thoughts about all that kind of stuff. Mark Twain returning. We haven't seen much movement when it comes to the construction at Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but we don't know what's going on the inside, right? So there's probably a lot of stuff going on the inside. They took a little bit of a break with these massive storms we've been having the last few weeks on the outside. It looks pretty much the same as it's looked for like 3 weeks in a row, at least to the naked eye. The only thing I saw that's different, Mondo, is if I don't know if you remember, you and I we'd peer over the edge when you on the places that you can look over, and they've just like ripped those gigantic holes in the wall, and there's all that like exposed like rotted metal that was on the inside of the mountain. They when I saw those this last week, the holes were still open, but all the metal inside is new, so they replaced all that.
All right, all right.
So that was the only thing. That was the only thing I could see that was different. But yeah, not a lot too much going on. They've made some big progress over at Din Tai Fung in downtown Disney. That's moving really, really fast. The other kind of speculation, it's just perfect to talk about on this show, that was sent to me on Instagram that I wanted to talk about. And this is pure speculation. I don't want anyone going out there saying that this has been confirmed.
They're like, this is what Daddy said.
Yeah, this is purely speculative. Someone just sent me this tip and said that it was going to happen, but I've learned not to believe those. But it's something worth talking about, and I just thought, hey, what would everyone think about this if this happened? So someone sent me that that the one thing we all know, right? If you've known, downtown Disney's gotten a little more popular over the last few years, especially since people can't always come to the parks all the time, or maybe they don't have an annual pass anymore, but they still want to come to Disney. So downtown Disney's definitely been growing in popularity, at least I feel anyway. And one of the things that is Marceline's Confectionery, and Marceline's Confectionery is way too small. It's super tiny. You have to grab a number. Sometimes you can wait a really long time, and it's everyone wanting to get that piece of Disneyland, right? It's all the stuff you can get when you're inside Disneyland, all the treats that people like. So it gets pretty popular with a lot of people. So the rumor is right next to it on the left is the Disney dress shop. The rumor is that the Disney dress shop would close to make room for an expanded Marceline's Confectionery with a lot more room for them to have display cases, candy, and places to just people wait, to wait in line to go into to go to the counter. Maybe at that point they can actually build a queue and they don't need to have a take a number situation.
Yeah.
They can just have you queue up if you want to get in line to buy some treats. And then the Disney dress shop would supposedly relocate to the Wonderground Gallery, and then no one, the person that sent me that didn't mention where the Wonderground Gallery would go. If you remember, not that long ago, both the Disney Home Store and the Disney Wonderground Gallery closed for like a few months while they built the second story of the Paseo restaurant right above them. Because both of those locations, even though you didn't realize it, had really tall roofs because their building went from like the first floor to the second floor, and it just had like really high ceilings. So in Wonderground Gallery, they were like hanging a bunch of art that was like giant sized up above there. And in Disney Home, they were like hanging plants and like just other decorations up there. And not a lot of people really looked up there anyway. So what they did was they capped it off and they gave the up level to Paseo for additional dining space once that restaurant finally opens. But during that closure, the Wonderground Gallery was located in that tiny little gift shop around the corner in the ESPN zone. So we had the Wonderground Gallery in there. And they even had, if you remember, Mondo, a little setup while it was Wonderground Gallery for like before it was like a tribute to like soul and jazz music. And then they like kept a part of that up a little bit and then like put the Wonderground Gallery in there. So I don't know. They could potentially move the Wonderground Gallery back to that location. But how often do you walk by the Wonderground Gallery and see it's not that busy anymore? I feel like people really like that store to like walk through it and look at the art. But if it's not selling a lot of stuff, Disney doesn't want it to be there, right? They want something that's going to be selling things.
I want to say the allure of Wonderground Gallery has gone down tremendously from, I'll say, pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic, I feel like there was always a buzz of Wonderground Gallery, like, oh, this new merch or this new art piece or whatever the case might be. It was like popular. There has been no buzz for a Wonderground Gallery in like the last 2 years that I could recall. Like I couldn't tell you what the cool thing at Wonderground Gallery was. I don't know.
Yeah, Marceline's Confectionery, that's a moneymaker. And for them expanding their space, it only allows them to carry more candies than they already carry, have more display cases, be able to potentially even expand their candy maker room. There is a lot of window space in that candy maker room, but if you look at the actual space that the candy makers have in that room, it's not very big. It's kind of small for them anyway. So just giving them more space and having more sellable area in that store, I think is going to be a win for them. The Disney dress shop, you might think, oh, that's not as popular as Wonderground Gallery, but the reality is people buy a lot of stuff from that store, and that store sells jewelry. Yeah. So it already is like leading the way because it sells stuff like that.
More high end, yeah. Another thing to talk about, we cannot miss out on this. It just kind of broke news out of nowhere. Tortilla Joe's, they posted 7 hours ago their last day of service, or just last day of operation, April 7th. So official. All official. I will miss Tortilla Joe's. I had a lot of ups and then I had a lot of downs, and then I came back to Tortilla Joe's and it was great again. So uh, it's going to be missed. It's going to be missed, but whatever news coming, I'm very excited. Very excited for whatever takes over all that area. Um, anything else Disneyland, Danny?
No, the only other thing I wanted to talk about Disney related before we end the live was about D23.
Okay, let's talk some D23. Um, some like under the radar, right?
Yeah, I feel like we all talked about D23 tickets going on sale in March, but we didn't really talk about like the date and all that stuff. So Disney updated their websites for D23. If you want to know what the website is, you guys can go to it now. It's ultimatefanevent.d23.com, because remember, it's no longer called D23 Expo. So it's really hard for me, Mondo, to change that nomenclature in my head. I keep calling it D23 Expo, and like it's hard for me to like not say that because
I feel
it's
like
like, well,
in my mind it's D23 Expo, and I don't care.
yeah. So tickets go on sale March 26th, so just around the corner. I've had a lot of DMs asking me, do I know the prices? Do I know the availability, what it's going to look like? And I don't know. We all don't know. We know now that tickets go on sale the 26th. So mark your calendars, March 26th. That's a Tuesday, in about 3 weeks. So and I would imagine probably this week would be nice, or next week. Disney will give us details. If not this week, for sure next week, because that gives people 2 weeks beforehand. So we'll know kind of what the situation looks like as far as, are they going to have a sorcerer pass? Are they going to have a like an assigned seating pass? Is there going to be something special for Honda Center, or is Honda Center just going to be included in the admission? Like, these are all things we don't know about yet because they haven't shared. So the only thing you can buy right now on the website for the D23 Expo is book your hotel. So you can book your hotel at a discounted rate for the Disneyland Resort hotels, or for a discounted rate at whatever Good Neighbor hotels are left. So if you scroll down on the website, Mondo, you can see that is still live there. If you just keep scrolling,
There we go.
that's currently the only thing you can do on the website.
Kind of weird. Where are these updates? We're in March.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I wanted to mention is, the Honda Center is a big question mark, right? The only thing that we know from the details that Disney shared is that the events that are taking place in the Honda Center are going to be in the evening. So my guess is the regular show floor at D23 Expo will either be winding down, or it will already be wound down. And this is taking place afterward, because I did a timing on it, Mondo, as far as like Apple Maps. You can put in like directions for like bicycle, walking, or car. And I did Apple Maps from Catella, Anaheim Convention Center to Honda Center, also in Anaheim, with walking, and it's over 1 hour walk.
Oh, it's long.
Over 1 hour.
No,
So I don't know. We don't know anything about the logistics yet on how you're actually going to get to the Honda Center, but we do know that it is in the evening. So whatever it is that's happening there is going to be in the evening time. So it's not something that you're going to have to get to first thing in the morning and then worry about getting to the convention center. It's going to be the other way around. So the nice part is that it really opens up your ability to stay kind of anywhere in Anaheim. A lot of the hotels closer to the Honda Center are cheaper, way cheaper than staying closer to Disneyland, which is where the convention center is. So you can actually get a better deal on some of the hotels that are closer to Honda Center. And if you think about it, at the end of the day, when you get out of that Honda Center, you're going to be closer to your hotel than you are the convention center. So maybe the move is to get that hotel near the Honda Center. That's the move. So,
and
I wanted to say,
a lot of food options on that side.
yeah. The only thing I wanted to say about it is so if you guys know the big dome, and I think Mondo probably has a picture of it somewhere, but the big dome at the convention center space, I think that had like 3,000 people that it can accommodate, like 3,500 people. When they put like a stage in it that takes up half the seats. So then Disney just quickly found out that wasn't big enough. So they expanded to Hall D23, which took Hall D Convention Center space in the Anaheim Convention Center, and they just put like thousands of chairs in Hall D, and they built a stage, and that expanded their accommodations to about 7,500 people. So like doubled their space. But even then, that space is still not big enough. Mondo can tell you the countless amount of people that message us or just told us in person they went to D23, didn't know anything about what to expect, and then they got there and they paid like $200 to do nothing because every single panel was full. Every panel had people either who won the lottery that they knew nothing about, or the standby lines had started the night before.
Literally
and
the night
you're
before.
arriving at 10 a.m. and you can't do anything about it. So this is now doubling. If you look at the convention center space, the Hall D, 7,500 people. Honda Center can accommodate about 18,000 people. But that's a Honda Center where you use the whole circle, right? And if you have a stage in the middle, you can't use the whole circle. So there's a big section of the stage that will be blocked. So there, if you let's just say you cut out like 3,000 or 4,000 people, that's still 14,000 that can sit in the remaining seats. That's still doubling again what you had at Hall D23. So you go from 7,500 people to 14,000. So that it's still doing their best to accommodate, and maybe something like that with 15,000 people, you're able to tell everyone, hey, you bought a ticket to D23, you get a ticket, you get a seat in the Honda Center no matter what, because we're gonna have enough seats for everyone. So if you want to get over there, you get a spot for this Marvel presentation. You get a spot for Disney parks. So like I think that's the move with why they went to Honda Center. The only thing that's the question that I have is how we're supposed to get there. Maybe they just like all the Toy Story lot buses. They don't go to Toy Story lot that day. They're only going back and forth to the thing.
Disney has done stuff with like Angel Stadium to Disneyland, right? They've done that before.
Yeah.
So I can see the logistics. They're like, hey, everybody go to Toy Story to then go to Honda Center.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, what do you think? What if you think that's the move, Mondo? They make everyone.
That's their only move. That's their only move, Danny.
They make everyone walk across the street to Toy Story lot. You get on the buses at Toy Story lot, and then instead of going down Clementine and crossing over Catella, the buses just turn right on Catella and go down to Honda Center, and then just keep doing that loop from Toy Story lot.
Boom.
Are we calling that speculation right now?
You could book it.
or as Nick would say from Mouse Vibes, put that on wax because we just figured it out.
Dude, that's their only move, Danny. I can't. There's no other option. What other option? Put people on bicycles or something? No, that ain't gonna happen. What other great way to move hundreds of people continuously? That side of this side. It sounds to me Toy Story lot is going to be an absolute nightmare during D23. So probably park at Mickey and Friends if you can. I know some Magic Keys you're kind of forced to go to Toy Story because that's where your discount is. But damn, D23, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited for D23, but at the same time, after all these like we're thinking about it kind of years, like my expectations are just, I hope they announce a new fireworks show or parade because that's really what Disneyland does. I'm not expecting anything big. The big upside, I guess, from D23 could be Disneyland Forward just being confirmed and everyone goes bananas. If Avatar Experience gets announced, as exciting as that is, it's really not exciting because we want construction. We want like shovel in the ground happening. That's exciting. Not, hey, this is coming, because we've seen a lot of D23 projects get announced and everyone's happy. They never come to fruition. So that's where I'm at with that. Any other topics you want to talk about, Danny, before we fire it down?
I think we've hit them all.
I know Peter wants to talk about all that cheesemate, but another day, Peter. Another day. Danny, where can we find your content? What's to come from you before we fire it down? One more time.
Yeah, the podcast will be coming out on Thursday. I'm going to be at Disney Channel night tomorrow night. I can't even believe it's here already. Tomorrow night for Disney Channel night. So I can't record the podcast tomorrow because I'm going to be home so late from Disney Channel night. But I will record my thoughts and everything and my experience from Disney Channel night on my podcast Wednesday night. So that'll be up Thursday morning. So for those of you that are going to Disney Channel night on Thursday, you can listen to my thoughts and figure out what the best things to do and some hidden things, right? Don't forget, Disney always does some really fun, like, hidden things on these After Dark events that they don't always talk about, and like it gets revealed day of. So we'll have to see kind of what that is. Of course, I'll post some live updates on Twitter. So if you want to follow me there, you can. Just Ask Danny. The podcast is called The 5571. That'll be out on Thursday morning. And then YouTube, Just Ask Danny as well. Getting a video there from my food and wine and some Disneyland updates too from this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Everybody. Can't wait to see Disney Channel Night finally come to life. And hopefully it's worth it to everybody attending. I hope it's a lot of fun. Thank you guys all so much for watching Five Fires YouTube Speculation Sunday on a Monday. Don't forget to smash that like button. We are firing it down. The Cali Bay and Just As Danny are calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.